It's something you may have known all along. Simple, yes, but its power? Truly remarkable. 5 hidden EMF sources around the bed. Have you ever wondered why, even after a full night's sleep, you wake up feeling tired, foggy, or achy, especially after turning 60? In the next few minutes, we're going to uncover 5 hidden EMF sources around your bed that could be quietly stealing your energy, interfering with your rest, and even impacting your long-term health. Now, here's the important part. By staying with me all the way to the end of this video, you'll not only learn what those hidden sources are, but also how to protect yourself from them in simple, practical ways that anyone can do. No fancy gadgets required. You'll walk away knowing exactly what small changes you can make tonight to start sleeping better, waking up refreshed, and protecting your health for the years to come. And let me give you a little hint. One of the sources we'll talk about might be something you already know. It might even seem basic. But the results people are seeing when they finally take action on it are absolutely out of this world. So if you're over 60 or maybe even into your 70s or 80s, this is especially for you. Because your sleep and recovery are more precious now than ever before. Ready? Let's dive into the first hidden EMF source that could be affecting you without you even realizing it. Let's start with the first hidden EMF source, your cell phone by the bed. Now, I know what you're thinking. You probably don't scroll at night anymore, right? Maybe you even set your phone on the nightstand, just for emergencies or as an alarm clock. Seems harmless. But here's the catch. Your phone is constantly sending and receiving signals even while you sleep. These invisible waves are a form of electromagnetic frequency, or EMF. And when your head is only a few feet, or sometimes just inches away, that exposure adds up night after night. For people over 60, this can be especially draining. Studies have suggested that EMFs can interfere with brainwave activity, reduce melatonin levels, and affect heart rate variability, all things that are crucial for your body's nightly repair process. No wonder some people feel unrested in the morning, even if they technically slept 8 hours. The simple fix: move your phone at least 6 feet away from the bed. Even better, turn it on airplane mode or leave it charging in another room. And don't worry if you still need it as an alarm. You can get a simple battery-powered one for just a few dollars. So that's source number 1. But trust me, the second one is even sneakier because it's built into something you probably touch every single night. Let's take a look. The second hidden EMF source is electric blankets and heated mattress pads. I know. They feel cozy, especially in colder climates. And for sore muscles, the warmth can feel heavenly. But here's the part most people never think about. These devices are literally wires running right beneath your body, emitting electromagnetic fields all night long. That means hours and hours of direct exposure at the exact time your body is supposed to be repairing itself. For people over 60, where circulation, heart function, and neurological recovery are more delicate, this can be especially concerning. Some researchers have linked long-term close-range EMF exposure with increased oxidative stress, basically more wear and tear on your cells. And while the warmth feels like it's helping you relax, the unseen frequencies may actually be doing the opposite. If you love the comfort, here's a healthier workaround. Preheat your bed with the electric blanket, then unplug it before you get in. That way, you enjoy the warmth without the overnight EMF bath. Another option is using
hot water bottles, or natural flannel layers for safe warmth. You might already know this. It might even sound simple. But when people make this small change, the difference in how they feel in the morning is out of this world. And that's just source number 2. Let's move on to the third, something that might actually surprise you. The third hidden EMF source is your cordless phone base station. Many homes still keep a cordless landline phone near the bed. It feels convenient. You don't have to rush across the house if it rings. But here's what most people don't realize. The base station for cordless phones is like a mini cell tower, constantly pulsing out radio frequency radiation even when you're not on a call. That constant emission can easily reach into the bedroom, sometimes stronger than your Wi-Fi. And if the base station is on the nightstand, you're literally sleeping just inches from a non-stop transmitter. For someone in their 60s, 70s, or 80s, this can interfere with heart rhythm, cause restlessness, and even raise nighttime blood pressure. The good news is, this one is simple to fix. If you truly need a landline, go back to the old-fashioned corded phones. They don't emit EMFs when not in use, and many people actually report clearer sound quality too. Or if you must keep the cordless, at least move the base station far away from your sleeping area. It might seem like a small adjustment, but the results? Better sleep, lower nighttime anxiety, steadier mornings are powerful. Now let's move to the fourth source, one you may never even think about, but it's right there in your bedroom. The fourth hidden EMF source is your Wi-Fi router or modem placed too close to the bedroom. Now, this one is tricky because most people don't even think about it. Routers are often placed in hallways, living rooms, or yes, even in the bedroom for stronger signal. And while Wi-Fi makes life easier, the router doesn't just emit when you're online. It pulses 24 hours a day. That means even while you're sleeping, your body is being bathed in the invisible microwave radiation. People in their 60s or older are often more sensitive to these frequencies. That's why you may notice unexplained headaches, restless legs, or even vivid dreams after moving your router closer to the bedroom. It's not your imagination. It's your body trying to tell you something. The solution is simple. Move the router at least 15 feet away from where you sleep. Even better, put it on a timer or turn it off at night. You don't need Wi-Fi while you're in bed anyway. And here's a bonus. Switching it off at night can actually make your internet connection faster during the day by letting the system reset. If you're watching this far, type 1 in the comments below so I know you're with me. Now, let's keep going because the fifth source is one you might never expect, but it's right there in your bedroom.
The fifth hidden EMF source is your alarm clock or digital clock radio. Yes, even something as small and ordinary as the clock by your bed can produce EMFs. Why? Because most of them have transformers inside that create strong magnetic fields. If it's right next to your head, you could be soaking in those fields for hours at a time. People over 60 often struggle with lighter sleep. That means even low-level interference can affect the quality of your rest. You may not wake up fully, but your body feels it. And that's why you wake up groggy, with less focus or energy than you should have. The fix? Keep the clock at least 3 feet away from your head. Or choose a simple battery-powered clock. They're affordable, easy to read, and they won't interfere with your body's natural rhythms. It might sound like such a small change, but remember, your bedroom should be a sanctuary, a place of repair. Removing even these tiny EMF sources can stack up to a huge difference in how you feel. Now that we've uncovered 5 hidden sources, let's go deeper. Because many of you have more than one of these near your bed, and the combined effect is often much stronger than you realize. Let's talk about what happens when they add up. Here's the thing about EMFs. It's not just about one source. It's about cumulative exposure. Think about it. Maybe you've got your phone on the nightstand, a Wi-Fi router down the hall, and a digital alarm clock a foot from your pillow. Each one might seem small on its own, but together they create a constant background of electromagnetic stress. And here's where it matters most. When you're asleep, your body is in recovery mode. Your brain is detoxifying, your heart is resetting, your cells are repairing. EMFs can interfere with those exact processes, leaving you drained instead of restored. For people over 60, that recovery window is precious. It's the difference between having energy for your grandkids, your garden, or your hobbies, or just dragging yourself through the day. Now, here's the good news. You don't have to live in fear or go to extremes. Simply reducing your bedroom exposure, even by half, can make a noticeable difference. Better dreams, fewer bathroom trips, more energy when you wake up. And if you're still watching, I want to hear from you. Type 2 in the comments so I know you're committed to protecting your sleep. And don't forget, subscribe, like, and share this with a friend, because the more people know, the better they'll feel. Now, let's talk about why older adults are more vulnerable to EMFs. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at handling stress, whether it's emotional, chemical, or physical. That includes environmental stress like electromagnetic fields. Your cells have a harder time repairing DNA damage. Your nervous system is more sensitive to disruption, and your melatonin production, which naturally declines after 60, is more easily suppressed. That's why some people notice changes like tinnitus, balance issues, or even mild heart palpitations at night without realizing EMFs could be part of the trigger. It doesn't mean EMFs are the only cause, but they can be the tipping point when your system is already working harder to stay balanced. The important takeaway? Your bedroom environment matters more now than ever. Making it low EMF gives your body the best chance to recover each night. And the beauty is, you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on fancy equipment. Just awareness and simple changes can bring relief. Now that we've covered the why, let's move into the how. Because I want to share some simple, real-world steps you can start tonight to reduce exposure and reclaim restful, healing sleep. So, how do you actually create a low EMF sleep sanctuary? Let's break it down, step by step. Step 1, distance is your friend. EMFs weaken quickly as you move away from the source. So start by moving your phone, your alarm clock, and any other electronics at least 3 to 6 feet from your bed. Step 2, disconnect what you don't need. If you have a TV in the bedroom, unplug it completely at night. Even when it's off, modern TVs can still emit low levels of radiation if they're plugged in. And step 3, hardwire when possible. If you stream on your laptop or tablet before bed, use an Ethernet cable instead of Wi-Fi. That way you can switch the router off completely while you sleep. And step 4, nighttime reset. Make it a ritual, just like brushing your teeth. Before bed, walk around, unplug, switch to airplane mode, and give your body the quiet it deserves. These steps might sound simple. You might even think, oh, I've heard this before. But trust me, the results are out of this world when you actually do them consistently. In the next segment, we'll go even deeper. Because sometimes the EMS source isn't a gadget you can unplug. Sometimes it's hidden in the very walls around you. Here's a surprising one: electrical wiring in the walls near your bed. Most people never think about it,
But if your headboard is against a wall with active wiring, like the wall that powers your kitchen fridge or your bathroom lights, you could be exposed to higher magnetic fields every night. These fields don't stop just because the lights are off. They're present anytime electricity runs through the wires. Now, this doesn't mean you need to tear open your walls, but it does mean being mindful of bed placement. If you constantly wake up stiff, anxious, or unrested, consider shifting your bed to a different wall. Even a small move, just a few feet, can lower your exposure dramatically. Some people even notice instant changes, falling asleep faster, waking up less often, or finally feeling rested in the morning. It's one of those adjustments that seems too simple to matter until you try it. And remember, you don't have to guess. If you're curious, you can get a simple EMF meter online. They're affordable, easy to use, and you'll see for yourself where the fields are strongest and where the safest spots in your bedroom might be. Now, let's move into one of the biggest modern culprits, something that didn't exist in our parents' bedrooms at all.
Let's talk about smart devices in the bedroom. Smart speakers, smart bulbs, smart TVs, even smart mattresses. They all promise convenience, but here's the trade-off. They're constantly connected, constantly pulsing signals. That means you're surrounded by an invisible web of EMFs every night. For people over 60, the biggest risk here is sleep disruption. Smart devices often operate on frequencies similar to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. And while younger people may shrug it off, your body at 60 plus can be more sensitive to that kind of interference. It's like trying to sleep while someone's whispering in your ear all night. The fix? Keep smart devices out of the bedroom whenever possible. Or, if you must have them, put them in sleep mode or disable wireless functions at night. Most devices have hidden settings you can adjust. You might be surprised how much calmer your sleep feels after just a week of reducing that digital chatter. And before we go on, let me ask, if you've learned at least one useful tip so far, hit that like button. It helps more people find this information, and it tells me you want more content just like this. Now, let's dive into another overlooked source, one that might be hiding right beneath your pillow. Believe it or not, wireless earbuds or headphones left charging on the nightstand can be a problem. They may look small, but they use Bluetooth, which constantly emits radiation while charging or syncing. And because people often charge them right beside the bed, the exposure is closer than you'd think. Again, the danger isn't dramatic, it's not about one night. It's about consistent, long-term stress on your body's repair systems. Over months and years, that invisible burden can show up as fatigue, memory lapses, or weaker immune resilience. The solution is easy. Charge devices outside the bedroom. Create a charging station in your living room or kitchen. That way, your sleep space stays clear and calm. You might already know this. It might seem basic, but the results, when you truly keep your bedroom tech-free, out of this world. People report sleeping deeper than they have in years. Now, let's look at something bigger, the elephant in the room. The way your entire home setup can impact your bedroom, even if you don't realize it. Your home's smart meter could also be affecting your bedroom. Smart meters are utility devices that track electricity use. They communicate wirelessly with the power company, often sending bursts of data every few seconds. If your bedroom wall is close to where the smart meter is installed, you could be exposed night after night without realizing it. For people over 60, this is especially concerning because of its proximity and power. Unlike a phone you can move, the smart meter is fixed,
And if you're sleeping just feet away, your exposure is higher than average. Solutions? First, check if your utility company offers an opt-out program. Some allow you to request a non-transmitting meter for a small fee. Second, if moving the bed is possible, create distance between you and the meter. Third, shielding materials like EMF blocking paint or curtains can significantly reduce the impact if the meter is close. It may sound extreme, but think about it. You spend a third of your life in bed. Protecting that time is worth it. And the changes don't just help your sleep. They ripple out into your energy, your memory, even your mood during the day. Coming up next, I'll share why consistency, not just one-off fixes, is the real secret to protecting yourself. Because habits matter more than gadgets. Consistency is the key. Many people watch videos like this, get inspired, and make one change. They move their phone, or they unplug their alarm clock. And yes, that helps. But the real transformation happens when you layer the changes together night after night. Think of it like healthy eating. One salad won't change your life, but eating balanced meals every day will. The same is true for EMF reduction. Each little adjustment stacks on top of the last until your bedroom becomes a truly healing space. And here's the exciting part. Your body responds quickly. Within days, some people notice falling asleep faster. Within weeks, they wake up clearer and more refreshed. And over months, they may notice deeper improvements, steadier mood, stronger focus, even less joint stiffness in the morning. So don't underestimate the power of consistency. The science is clear. Less nighttime EMF exposure gives your body more room to repair and regenerate. Now, in the next segment, I'll share some bonus tips, simple lifestyle tweaks that can amplify the benefits you've learned so far. Here are a few bonus tips to take your results even further. First, spend more time outside during the day. Natural sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythm and makes your body more resilient to nighttime stressors. Second, add grounding practices. Walking barefoot on grass, soil, or sand connects your body with the Earth's natural frequencies, which can help balance out excess EMF exposure. Third, dim the lights in the evening. Blue light from screens can suppress melatonin, just like EMFs can. By using warm lighting or even candles, you prepare your body for deeper rest. And fourth, develop a calming bedtime ritual. Reading, light stretching, or simply breathing deeply. Your nervous system craves calm, and pairing it with an EMF-free space is a powerful combination. These aren't expensive. They're simple shifts, but together, they create an environment where your body thrives instead of just surviving. Now, before we wrap up, I want to share something important. The single most effective method I've found for reducing EMFs around the bed. This is the technique that makes the biggest difference, especially for older adults.
The most effective method is this. Create an intentional bedtime shutdown routine. This means that every night, before you climb into bed, you walk through a checklist. 1. Phone on airplane mode. 2. Wi-Fi router off. 3. Smart devices unplugged or disabled. 4. Bedroom cleared of chargers and electronics. It takes less than 5 minutes, but the impact is profound. Because when you consistently eliminate the biggest sources, your body gets hours of uninterrupted rest. That's when true healing happens. Some people use timers so the Wi-Fi and router shut off automatically at a certain hour.
Others make it part of their nighttime ritual, just like brushing their teeth. The point is, it's intentional, it's consistent, and it's effective. This one habit has transformed sleep quality for thousands of people. And if you commit to it, you'll feel the difference too. Now, in our final segment, I'll tie everything together and leave you with one powerful takeaway you won't want to miss. So let's recap what we've learned tonight. We uncovered 5 major hidden EMF sources around the bed: phones, electric blankets, cordless phone bases, Wi-Fi routers, and alarm clocks. Then we expanded into other culprits like wiring, smart devices, earbuds, and even smart meters. And most importantly, we discovered that it's not about fear. It's about awareness and simple, consistent actions. If you reduce even a few of these, your body will thank you. More energy, clearer mind, deeper rest. It's about giving yourself the best chance to age with strength, clarity, and vitality. And here's the key takeaway. You might already know some of these tips. They might even sound basic, but when you actually put them into practice, the results are out of this world. So, if you're still here, I want to thank you, and I'd love to hear from you. Type 2 in the comments below if you're committed to trying at least one change tonight. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this with someone who needs better sleep. Together, we can create healthier nights for everyone. Here's the final thought I want to leave you with. Your bedroom should be your sanctuary. You've spent a lifetime caring for others, raising families, building careers, showing up for your loved ones. Now it's time to give yourself the gift of deep, restorative rest. The good news? You don't need to move to the woods or buy expensive equipment. You just need awareness, consistency, and a willingness to make small, powerful changes. Move your phone, unplug the devices, shift your bed if you need to. Build that nightly shutdown routine. And here's the big promise. When you reduce EMFs in your bedroom, you'll not only sleep better, you'll live better. Your mornings will feel brighter, your energy will return, and the joy of your days will feel richer, fuller, more alive. So tonight, take one step, then tomorrow, another. Soon, your sleep will transform, and with it, so will the quality of your years ahead. Thank you for being here, and thank you for caring enough about your health to learn. If this helped you, make sure to subscribe for more tips, hit that like button, and share this with someone you love, because when we sleep well, we live well. And you deserve nothing less.